The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Murray, and he hits Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Drake. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run with Michelle. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Margus Hunt able to take him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Michelle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on third. Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Gone. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Reynolds really saw an increased role last year after Cooper Kupp went down with that ACL injury. 29 catches last year for Reynolds, but 22 of those coming after November 11th when Kupp left the lineup.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
3rd and 2, Goff. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, Michel. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Rams on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility.
They got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Murray now on first down. That one good for 37 yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Now Murray looking low, and that's caught inside the 35. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Murray. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Big stop, G. Big stop.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Goff now looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Goff now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, 5. 56. Strip the ball.
To throw is gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a second and long.
Ready up. Big hunt. 6 to front. Big wing. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin with Michel on the ground. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Michel. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On first down, it's gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Goff got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. On the ground, this is Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Charlie. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got you. 56.
There's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down.
56, check 56. DC, 4 now. Under 10, 10 tight.
Now a first down carry, it's Michelle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And it's Michelle once again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain. And it's 3rd down.
180, value 3.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for LA, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.